Alright, hopefully this will be the last one, but I will try to make this brief. It looks to me, I have finally met this thing, is finally gotten to the point where I can actually reach the piece of RAM that I'm looking for. Uh, they have actually made this fairly easy to actually get to, with just maybe about a few more screws to take apart. There are four screws sitting. Ah, dang it. Hopefully I didn't rip anything out, but I did hear a rip. Four screws sitting right here, sitting right on top. Just to let you know, there is a small technique that I pretty much come up with to aid you if you are only stuck with some your regular screwdriver and some pliers. Basically, if the screw itself it seems too strong or too stuck, basically take the two and crank, and that should be able to get you enough torque that you need. But as far as the RAM it comes, it looks like they came with the mind of somebody that would be needing to actually get to this fairly easy. Maybe two or three pieces that need to be taken off to actually get to it. So lo and behold, my RAM chip sitting right here, taking off the plug, or taking off the two arms that hold onto it, let it drift up, and pull out just a bit snug. There. And concerning about taking out your actual chips, if you're not going to be using them, go ahead and just treat them as trash. But if you are planning to keep a hold on to them, which I'm still shopping around for my chips, it's not a good idea to shop after you've taken apart your device. It's better to shop first and then take apart your device so you can actually trade them out real simple. So nothing has to stay open for very long. But I still need to clean this stuff out. I'm seeing a whole bunch of hair and a whole bunch of fur ball. I mean, I actually took out a fur ball about that big out of my fan. So I've got to get some things to clean this place out. Hopefully enough, maybe a day or so, I'll be able to get this thing all taken care of. The additional information for your Presario R3000, it is running a PC 2700. You're pretty much going to be stuck at 2 gigabytes for the motherboard to be able to upgrade. I had it right now at 512, just because I was limiting my own self for the actual work that I was going to be doing. And right now I'm finding out that I am actually running into some memory dump errors, so I'm thinking that maybe these things are finally cooked and they need to be replaced. That might be only one case scenario. Other cases, actually something else on the motherboard is going bad, or the motherboard itself is going bad, or I just got a load of crap in my operating system. But you can see that there are additional parts here. This looks like my NIC card, my network interaction card. Basically, I'm able to see that because it has its MAC address sitting up here. Let's see. That would be my wireless card, just to let you know, because it looks like it's got an antenna spanning up to the actual screen and circling around it. So, but beyond that, nothing else looks like it's present, other than this chip, which I am not able to identify right off the bat. But anything for that, it looks like a bus for my USB ports. But other than that, I'll go ahead and close her up and proceed to collect more of my go shopping tomorrow. But that will be pretty much an understanding for you guys. Be careful about this because the ribbon is fairly fragile. It is not made to be taken apart beyond actually severing the connection here on the motherboard instead of on the actual keyboard. That's glued. If you take that off, you're pretty much screwed. You got to purchase another keyboard, and those can range in prices depending upon where you're going. I do recommend that you do shop for a good place that has good reputation for returns, because the actual manufacturing, they don't do. They just do reselling, unless you're purchasing it directly from compaq, which is also HP. But of course, they still have their own way of dealing with things. But they are an HP based company. But beyond that, I hope you guys go a little bit more smoother than my taking apart of things. Basically, this was an introduction to let you guys know what's inside. For just replacing the RAM, if you wanted to do an upgrade of both the chips, 1 GB on each chip will be just fine. I was sitting at only 512, so I had 256 on both. For this, it is recommended that the top one is the bus 1 and the bottom one is bus 2. For the techies out there, they should understand what I'm talking about. If I'm not using the right terminology, might also be the port, or I think it is actually called the bus, but it's basically the memory slot. The one that's underneath the keyboard should be memory slot 1, and the underneath the case should be memory slot 2. If I'm wrong, please tell me. I'm open to critiques. But beyond that, you should only need to take this part off, which you should only need the bottom part of the casing for the screws. Is the 2 parts that are down here are the screws, and that's all you need to take off. You don't actually need to take off the rest of the part. I did that for my own learning purposes and to actually show you guys. You do not need to take off the top part of the monitor, but I'm going to leave this thing open because it looks kind of interesting to me. It's not recommended, but you can take your own chances, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.